Every time I hear it, I can't believe it. That is the
he said it. Yeah, he said it.
The worst display of coaching I have maybe ever seen, and that's not hyperbole. A coach is not only meant to be a teacher, but more than anything, a coach is meant to be a motivator. If a coach doesn't believe in you, then who in God's name will? I remind you, parallel, Mike McDaniel, who told Tua when Tua was doubting himself, he showed Tua 700 plays of Tua at his best to remind Tua just how talented he is. Yeah. So, if LaFleur is going to put a ceiling on the growth and development of Jordan Love, then how in the world is Jordan Love ever going to grow and develop? Why did he put a ceiling on it? He said, you can't believe that he's going to be as good as Aaron Rodgers. Why not? I'm sure it would have been asinine to think that Aaron Rodgers would be better than Brett Favre. That would have been ludicrous. The same Aaron Rodgers that was drafted after Alex Smith, that would have been crazy talk back in 2005. Well, cut to 2023, and the four-time MVP, by objective metrics, was better than Brett Favre. So how are you going to say that Jordan Love isn't going to be as good as Aaron Rodgers? Of course he's not going to be, because you just said he wasn't going to be. Again, I got my master's degree in psychology, really kinesiology with a specialty in sports psych. So I know about self-fulfilling prophecy or the Pygmalion effect. Very simple. If you believe something's going to happen, you'll carry yourself in a way that that belief will happen, and then that belief you thought would happen happens. You're like, oh, I knew it was going to happen. So if you don't think he's going to be better than Aaron Rodgers, you're going to put him in a position that will limit him from being better than Aaron Rodgers. So when he's not better than Aaron Rodgers, you'll say, well, I knew he wasn't going to be better than Aaron Rodgers. So yes, that which you fear the most is exactly what is going to befall you, LaFleur. I truly can't believe it happened. I can't believe he said it. Joy, bring some sort of insight to that irrational comment I just heard.
Well, I have a doctorate in hot takes. Literally, no,
Yes, you do.
I literally do. And what I'm hearing is Matt LaFleur is a little concerned he ain't going to have Aaron Rodgers there no more. Do we really know if Matt LaFleur is a good coach? We don't know. We know Aaron Rodgers is great. But I hear a little crack in the voice there. Well, I don't know. A little crack there. We get some tea. We got lots of lemons and honey right here for you. That's what I hear, because what he's saying is true. We don't know if Jordan Love is good. And he is probably not going to be as good as Aaron Rodgers. That's a realistic thing to expect. Do you expect Jordan Love to be as good as Aaron Rodgers? I don't. Okay? And Aaron Rodgers wasn't Aaron Rodgers when he took over for Brett Favre. He wasn't. They missed the playoffs in 2008 when he took over. They were 11-5, made the playoffs his second year after he took over for Aaron Rodgers. All right? He was Pro Bowler, so he got a little bit better. And then the next year, they won the Super Bowl, and he was Super Bowl MVP. So he wasn't immediately that. And if Jordan Love isn't immediately as good as Aaron Rodgers, who, by the way, missed the playoffs this year, didn't have a game throwing over 300 yards.
Not hard to be.
So not that hard to be better than Aaron Rodgers this year. What do we expect? Do we expect Jordan Love to go out there and be a league MVP next year? I don't expect that. So what I'm hearing is Matt LaFleur is a little concerned about what the type of coaching he's going to have to do.
But Joy, you and I had this conversation, and I butchered the quote at the time. I will not butcher it now. The optimist will be successful. The pessimist will be right.
All right.
So if Matt LaFleur thinks that Jordan Love ain't going to be as good as Aaron Rodgers, congratulations.
Okay, but can I argue this side? Can I argue this side?
Please.
Because I understand where you're coming from. And I know you like positive reinforcement. I like to just keep it real. Don't yell at me. Don't tell me stuff I don't need to hear. Just keep it real. So I'm somewhere in the middle of the two, right? Does it help Jordan Love for him to go out and say, yes, we expect to continue playing at the level that we play as Green Bay Packers, and we will make the playoffs, and Jordan Love will be the future for the next 15 years, win multiple MVPs, win a Super Bowl? Does that help him? I
think so. I'm interested. You played 12 years. Where you at? Would you rather your coach say that or say...
You know, I actually respect what he was saying. And as a player, I get what he was trying to say, right? He was trying to say, listen...
clear all of your throat. Clear it twice.
What he was trying to say is the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. I feel like when Brett Favre was leaving, and I could see the coach saying, hey, we got Aaron Rodgers, we're confident in him. Just that, I don't expect him to go out there and just be Brett Favre right away. And it took time. When Aaron Rodgers took over, right, in 2008, he was what? In the 7 games, he was 4-3, right? So, it takes time. I think he's just saying it's going to take time for him to be a superstar. Listen, man, did you see the thing on Instagram with Andy Reid? They was asking about Jordan Love. He was like, for the Packers. So, I don't know who Jordan Love is like that. We all don't. We're waiting to see. I think the one thing about Matt LaFleur as a coach is him actually saying, listen, could he be Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. but I'm not expecting him to be Aaron Rodgers right away. Now, the next year, year two, he might be better than Aaron Rodgers or on the same level. We don't know that. But I like a coach that come in there and don't set the bar high or the expectation high for me to surpass a 4-time MVP, to me surpass a Super Bowl champion. That's hard to do.
Shady, you replaced one of the greatest running backs in Eagles history in Westbrook. One of the greatest running backs, if not the second best to you. If Andy Reid, the coach at the time, would be like, I mean, I don't expect Shady to be better than Brian Westbrook.
Not right, but see, you're thinking overall. I think he's just saying, right, nobody on planet Earth, right, expects Jordan Love to the first game of the season be like Aaron Rodgers. Nobody expects that. He don't even expect that. It's still a learning curve. We had Brian Westbrook, who was a phenomenal player, one of my favorite running backs.
All day.
And my first year, I was just like a guy. My second year, we got rid of Brian, and then I was the guy. Now, people didn't really know I would be who I was, but Andy had a sense, well, he'll be a good player, not knowing if he'll be as good as Brian or not. They said, man, you're missing Brian Westbrook. What's LeSean McCoy going to be? How do you feel about, when Brian leaving, him taking over? You know what he said? We'll be fine at the running back position. He didn't give too much more or too less.
That's more than
but I'm saying, like, he ain't say, we'll be fine at that position.
He said it's going to be a progression.
Yeah, it takes time. You want to be A-Rod the first week? It ain't going to happen.
I just want the belief. I don't even need the reality, but Slick, my issue is this. If you don't believe it'll happen, there's no chance it'll happen. If you believe it'll happen, at least you got a chance.
But he didn't say it wouldn't happen, Slick. He just said, hey, listen, I don't expect him to be A-Rod right away.
That's exactly what he said. He said, I don't think it necessarily started that way when he first started, meaning Aaron.
That's right.
Aaron wasn't a generational talent when he first started. He's saying, I don't expect Jordan Love to be a generational talent out of the gate. Now, when I read this quote, I loved it because I thought that he was setting expectations at a reasonable level.
What happened when you heard it, though, Slick?
Oh, my God. When I not only heard it, but when I saw it, I'm not worried about Jordan Love. To Joy's point, you're an Aries, right?
Oh, Capricorn.
No? Oh, Capricorn.
It saw you, didn't he?
Oh, Capricorn. Okay, that makes sense. You got some Aries in you, though, I swear.
It's my rising moon.
It's Matt LaFleur that I'm worried about. It's not Jordan Love. Because he didn't look confident in saying what he was saying. I don't have a problem how he's setting expectations for Jordan Love. I'm worried about how Matt LaFleur talks to Jordan Love or anybody else on that team. That did not fill me with any sort of confidence that he knows where this team is going or where Jordan Love is going. I don't have a problem with the message.
Here's why I hate it. And like,
he ain't a liar. He's not a liar.
He's not at all a liar. But again, the pessimist will be right. Shady, coaches are just as egotistical as players. The reason you have to be confident, not just in life, but in pro sports, is because your confidence has to take you beyond your ability. One thing about Chip Kelly, he was excessively confident in the NFL. I know this because he said, I can win without LeSean McCoy, without Jeremy Maclin, without Deshaun Jackson, without Evan Mathis. He was like, my scheme is good enough to win. Now, he was wrong. But at least I applaud the confidence. For him thinking he can win without Shady, hey, I applaud the confidence. All-time rushing leader, you can win without him in his prime, go for it. He was wrong, but for him to have that confidence is the first step in being right. Come on, I need the confidence, 2-5. I need it. You're the most confident player I ever played with, and you with this?
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
But his first year, like, I respect the coach doing that, right? He's being honest, and he's like, listen, I don't want to set you up to fail. He could have easily said, yeah, I mean, hey, Aaron's leaving out the door. Now he's Love's coming in here. He's going to be like Aaron Rodgers. We won't miss a beat.
He also probably doesn't want to disrespect Aaron Rodgers. So he's walking this tightrope of, I don't want to disrespect Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to hype up Jordan Love and make it seem like we ain't going to miss Aaron Rodgers at all. So let me protect Aaron Rodgers on his way out in my relationship with him. And by the way, he ain't out yet. So let me just soften this.
That's a good point.
Jordan Love, we don't want to make the expectations too high.
Yeah.
And, I might be a little shook about what the future looks like.
And hearing that, though, would you agree with that, what he said?
I do believe he is accurate.
Okay.
I just don't think you can have realistic dreams if you want to achieve.
I mean, are there 700 plays for us to show him? Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.